Alright, this is John Colo at DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and I'm always excited when I get a brand new juicer to unbox and share with you guys first here on the Discount Juicers YouTube channel. My name is John Colo, and I started my company Discount Juicers over 25 years ago now to not only get you guys the lowest prices on the juicers, which I still do today, and also, more importantly, educate you about the different juicers on the market so that you guys could choose the best juicer for you. And that's why I love getting new juicers, because literally every time a new juicer comes out, my hope is that it basically raises the bar to the next level so that the whole juicing industry and people juicing at home can benefit. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys. Kuvings does that with their all-new Kuvings Auto10 Plus. Yes, this is the Auto10 Plus. It is just a little bit more money than the Auto10, and if you are considering an Auto10, I would say don't buy the Auto10. Spend a little bit more money and get the Auto10 Plus. You're going to get a lot more juicer. So let's learn all about the Auto10 Plus, aside from its pretty, I would say, generic box. It just simply says hands-free slow juicer plus hopper extension stainless steel blade. That's the only thing it really says on the box. Everything else on the box is just pretty much plain. It looks like they did a rush job in this box. Not really meant for retail sale. But you know, here's the thing, guys. They have this hopper extension, which I'll talk about in a minute. And what I will say is that the Auto10 Plus now has the largest hopper on the planet for juicing at home. This is a world's first. It has a full 4-liter hopper. As you guys know, regular hopper juicers came out with a 2-liter hopper. Kuvings, about this time last year, upped the game, came out with a 3-liter hopper. Shortly thereafter, other companies, well, one other company came out with a 3-liter hopper to basically match the Kuvings. And now Kuvings raises the bar and comes out with a 4-liter hopper, meaning you can fit lots of fruits and vegetables in here, shut the lid, walk away, and come back and have literally pitchers of juice ready to drink. And that's what I'm going to show you guys in this episode. In addition, they also have a new stainless steel cutting blade that will power through carrots and beets and other hard vegetables when you're juicing. So without further ado, we're going to unbox the Kuvings Auto10 Plus to show you guys what's included. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got inside the Auto10 box. All right, first coming out, looks like we got a lot of accessories, including the Smoothie screen. This is designed so that it keeps the pulp inside and does not eject it to make a true smoothie with the Kuvings Auto10 Plus Smoothie attachment. Link down below to my video where you guys can watch the Auto10 making a smoothie compared to traditional blending and how it's the same and also how it's different. In addition, they also have the sorbet screen, so you can make frozen fruit sorbets once you thaw out your frozen fruit a little bit to make texture like ice cream. Normally frozen bananas are used because it's known as banana nice cream instead of ice cream because it's actually nice to cows. Next up, we got coming out the cleaning tools. So Kuvings, unlike other companies that give you a small little cleaning tool, most companies give you like a little mini toothbrush to clean your juicer. Meanwhile, Kuvings wants to make it easier for you to clean your juicer. They not only give you the standard toothbrush style brush that comes with most juicers. On the back of that, they give you like a little screwdriver tip end. They also give you a round brush for cleaning out the spouts of the juicers. In addition, they give you a very innovative screen cleaning tool. No other company has this, and this makes cleaning on the Kuvings probably saves you about a minute cleaning compared to other machines. You simply take the juicing screen, you put this tool in there, you then clamp this on, lock it in place, and literally what you do is you just spin this around, and this tool will basically scrape all the pulp from the outside of the screen, and then on the inside there's a brush. You can hear the brush running as I'm spinning this around. This makes cleaning your screen significantly easier than other juicers that literally force you to manually clean it with an oversized toothbrush like this, where you gotta go around the whole juicer outside and then inside to clean. So I do like that a lot. Next up, we have a pusher that you probably won't even need. Next up, we have the collection cups coming right out, and I did want to stop here. Along with the collection cups, the Kuvings Auto10, unlike other juicers in this category, does include a sieve to sieve out your juices. You know, I use external stainless steel sieves, but I think more companies should give customers a flexibility to choose if they want more pulp or less pulp in the juices. And Kuvings is doing just that with their included sieve. It also includes a pusher to basically press out all the pulp to get all the juice out to go through this nice fine mesh screen. In addition, Kuvings has listened to me and probably other people and actually increased the size of their collection cups. They give you 2 collection cups. They don't necessarily tell you guys which one is for collecting the juice or which one the pulp. You could choose which one to use for each. I will say that this one is marked up to 1,000 milliliters, probably holds about 1,200 milliliters total. And this one is marked up to 1,700 milliliters. I would estimate this holds approximately 2 liters total. So, you know, I personally, if I was Kuvings, I would have probably included a collection cup a little bit larger than this, so that at least these guys could nest in fairly well. But nonetheless, I'm glad they're upping their game, especially with a new 4-liter hopper. They need to have a larger collection cup so your collection cup won't overflow when you're juicing, and they've done just that. All right, next coming up, we have the recipe book, instruction book, and warranty card. Stopping on the warranty here in the USA, the Kuvings Auto10 Plus has a full 15-year warranty. This is your guarantee that you'll have a juicer working for the next 15 years. In addition, they have a nice full-color recipe book with all different kinds of recipes in there to make different kinds of juices, as well as smoothies and sorbets in the back. Now we got the main components coming out. First up, we got the main juicer body with the juicing parts. All right, so here's the main juicer coming out. It comes set up with the juicing part set on top. All right, next up we have the whole hopper with the hopper extension. This, guys, holds 4 liters of produce. That's lots of produce, guys. I want other companies to up the game, make a 4-liter, a 5-liter hopper, so that people could juice even more produce at once without having to do any work. Unlike the juicers of yesterday, where you got to push in each singular produce item. And this one has a twist that I'll be showing you guys in a minute. So to assemble this, you just got to look for the little arrow here, line it up with the unlock symbol right here, turn it into place. The handle will be directly over the spout, and you're all set, ready to go. The only final thing left in the box is the external extension cord. All right, so here you guys can see we got everything included with the Kuvings Auto10 Plus. Of course, we got the juicer itself, the catch cups. I'm using the larger catch cup to catch the juice. This sieve will fit on the smaller catch cup should you want to make small volumes of juice and use the larger one to catch the pulp. Kind of like this. You could go this ways. Of course, I would recommend using the larger catch cup so you don't overflow the catch cup. Anyways, this sieve will fit on the smaller one, but also has outer hooks, so you could basically, as well, hook it on the larger one as well to catch and strain the juice as it comes out of the juicer. So I really thought that was a really good design. Of course, the pusher can then be used to push all the juice through the sieve. And you can see we got all the other accessories, including the sorbet, the smoothie attachment, as well as the 3 cleaning brushes and manuals, and the pusher that, you know, I think is at this point really non-functional because the hopper is so large. All right, so this is the Kuvings Auto10 Plus, and I'm going to show you guys what makes it different than the Auto10 and why I think you should buy the Auto10 Plus instead of the Auto10. So number one difference is the collection cups. These ones are larger. In addition, you have the sieve that is included. Otherwise, you would have to purchase that separately. Another thing is that this machine now holds 4 liters of produce, whereas our Auto10 only held 3 liters of produce. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking, John, that's an awful tall juicer. that's not going to fit under my kitchen cabinet. So I don't want it because it's too huge. Well, Kuvings has thought of that, and while this whole capacity is 4 liters, this has an extension on it that is actually quite ingenious. And when I first saw it, I started laughing. So anyways, you press the button here on the top handle, and you can remove this whole extension. So now we have a 2.7 liter hopper, which is a tad bit smaller than the original Auto10 that is 3 liters, right? And then you can take the top off the extension, put it on, and then now this will fit under your counter cabinets to sit on top of your counter. And maybe a lot of times you won't be juicing a lot of produce. So a 2.7 liter hopper that the Kuvings Auto10 Plus comes with, right, is still larger than every other hopper that is included with any hopper juicer out there made by other brands, okay? In addition, you have the 1.3 liter hopper extension. So once again, this fits under your counters. You're thinking, John, today I'm juicing watermelon, man. That's too small. Normally, if I'm just juicing a glass of orange juice or carrot juice for me, I could do this. So then this could just sit in your cupboard, hidden, not even used. But that time that you want to juice a lot, maybe you got friends coming over for a football game party or whatever's going on, you can just pop off this top lid. You put this lid right on the extension here, drops right in. You then go ahead and hinge this on right onto the top of the Auto10 Plus, drops in, and now you have a full 4 liter capacity, which just blows my mind. I'm thinking, what company next will come out with a 5 liter hopper? It'll just be super tall. Anyways, this is amazing, and so that's one of the major upgrades with the Auto10 Plus that I feel just that alone makes it worth it, because now you could say, I got the largest hopper, I could juice the most in one batch. Plus, of course, if you want to fit in your counters, you can do that also. So now I'm going to show you what makes the Auto10 different as well. Another thing they've changed that I believe ups the game to the next level. We're going to go ahead and take off the hopper on the Auto10 so I could show you this. We're going to go ahead and pop off the hopper extension, and we're going to show you guys right inside the hopper there. As you guys can see in the bottom right here, I'm moving it, right? This is fully stainless steel. This has now a stainless steel processing blade that now will then chop up and cut up the produce before it goes into the juicer to get fully ground up and juice extracted. The stainless steel, of course, is a lot stronger than plastic that is used in other hopper style machines. So that's a major upgrade for the Auto10, that they're making this out of 100% stainless steel. And this machine, guys, is really not even that much more expensive than the Auto10. So for the stainless steel and the larger hopper and the convertibility to make this shorter, I would say the Auto10 Plus is definitely the way to go. But the upgrades don't stop there, because Kuvings also wants it easier for you to clean. So let's go ahead and put this back together. And I want to show you guys the next thing that has changed on the Auto10 Plus that is just released. So, you know, all the hopper juicers, all the good ones anyways, have basically a flap that you could open up, and then you could drop this little hatch down. This is so that you can easily clean out all the pulp, right? All of their hopper juicers that I'm aware of have a little plug right here. It's a silicone plug, right? That basically puts back pressure on the pulp to keep it inside the juicer, to keep it more dry. And through Kuvings innovation and testing, they found out that they don't even need this plug to get the high yields that the Auto10 original did. So they literally remove this piece, which now means it's easier for you to clean. It's easier for you to clean out your pulp. There's no flap that you can lose or break, or that you have to clean underneath. And if you miss cleaning underneath there, mold and grime and debris could build up, right? None of that anymore. So Auto10 Plus, the main difference is 4 liter hopper, right? Or 2.7 liter hopper, so it fits in your counters, right? Includes the sieve, as well as a larger collection cups, as well as the stainless steel blade right in there to grind up carrots and hard beets even better than their original Auto10, and they're making it easier for you to clean. So I mean, those are pretty much the basics of this. I mean, this machine is pretty much just like the Auto10. The base actually, in my comparison, is identical. All right, so I just want to give you guys a really quick comparison between the Auto10 and the Auto10 Plus. The Auto10 was the first hopper juicer to have a 3-liter hopper, and now Kuvings sets another record by having the Auto10 Plus as the first juicer that has a 4-liter hopper. That being said, you know, the thing that makes me sad about the Kuvings Auto10 Plus, if I took this hopper off the Auto10 Plus, tried to fit it onto the Auto10, it doesn't fit, guys. And I know a lot of you guys bought the Auto10 originally about a year ago, and a lot of you guys were waiting for it because it sold out when Kuvings put it on the market originally. And now you can't just buy the hopper to put it on this to get the added 4-liter hopper and stainless steel processing blade that they have on the Auto10. I know other companies have just come out with a hopper you could buy as an accessory, and I personally wish that Kuvings would have done that as well. Nonetheless, what I did learn is that you could literally just take off all the juicer and the parts. So if you really want this upgrade, you guys got to buy the whole new bottom part of the Kuvings, including the auger, the screen, and everything, because I've learned that these motor bases are identical, and actually the motor bases are interchangeable, whereas the unique parts are not. Obviously, the new Auto10 Plus has the no silicone flap as the pulp comes out, and they've changed the design to be more efficient from what I'm being told of the juicer parts. So yeah, that is one upgrade path for you. And of course, you know, these are how each of these look. And you know, in my opinion, if I had to buy one of these today, you know, for me, this is a no-brainer. I would really no longer even recommend you guys buy the Auto10, because the Auto10 Plus is a significant improvement for the larger hopper, the convertibility to have a little bit smaller hopper but still fit underneath your kitchen cabinets, as well as the no pulp flap, as well as the stainless steel processing blade. All right, so next up we're gonna do watermelon against the Kuvings Auto10 Plus to see if we can fit this whole watermelon in the 4-liter hopper. This is a nice heavy watermelon, guys. And the other thing we're gonna do before we do that was we're gonna do a sound test on the Auto10. This actually sounds quite quiet to me, and as a slow juicer, it runs at a low and slow RPM, so it doesn't significantly oxygenate your juice as it's being created. Plus, it's a lot quieter. All right, we're ranging between 60 to 62 decibels, which is actually quite quiet, and I love seeing that stainless steel processing blade spin around as the juicer works. All right, next up we're gonna go ahead and carve up this watermelon to juice in the Kuvings Auto10. Now, you know, here's the thing, while you can juice the rind of the watermelon, and I would encourage you guys to juice the rind of the watermelon whenever possible, today I'm not gonna juice it because this is not an organic watermelon. So what I'm gonna simply do is we're just gonna go ahead and simply cut off the entire rind of this watermelon, and we're going to keep as much of the white part on underneath the rind as possible, because that too makes delicious juice. All right, as you guys can see, I peeled that entire watermelon. The next thing I want to mention to you guys is that I don't recommend that you guys juice straight watermelon. I know a lot of you guys will do that, but I'm going to break my own rule today. I really want you guys to watch a video, link down below. Never juice fruits without doing this, for my personal opinions on juicing straight fruits in your juicer. Anyways, let's go ahead and cut this watermelon in half to see what we got. All right, check it out, guys. Open it up on the inside. Oh my gosh. This is what's known as an orange watermelon. They're quite rare, higher in beta-carotene than the red watermelons that tend to be higher in lycopene. You know, so, you know, we could put large chunks of watermelon in the Kuvings Auto10 Plus because the hopper is so large. That being said, I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller because my goal is to fill it up as Tetris-y as I can, so that we could see how much produce we could fit in there, as well as, more importantly, how much juice we're gonna get out if we do fill this to maximum capacity. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cube up this watermelon into small little cubes that will be able to more effectively pack in the watermelon into the hopper. So I'll probably speed this part of the video up to save you guys some time. And of course, I gotta try some of this watermelon. The sweetest part of the watermelon is the center core that I'm cutting out to eat instead of actually to juice. Oh my gosh. To me, so sweet, so delicious. You should just eat it instead of juice it. But today I gotta do the demo of the Auto10 Plus, so let's get juicing. Alright, so as you guys can see, I basically cut all the watermelon up in little cubes there that we're gonna go ahead and load into the 4-liter hopper. I did kind of eat a little bit more out of the watermelon because it was so good, I couldn't even stop. Anyways, let's go ahead and load up all these cubes into the hopper. All right, so I got the Auto10 Plus hopper all loaded up. We're gonna go ahead and shut the lid, and I overfilled it. There's a max fill line there, guys. I don't listen to max fill lines. But I do like on the Auto10, should you overfill it, you could literally shut this, and it'll actually latch shut. Unlike other brand juicers at the top will just pop open, Kuvings makes a nice solid latch. So at the same time I turn this on, we're gonna go ahead and hit start, and we're gonna find out how long it takes the Auto10 Plus to juice all the watermelon. As I started the machine, I will say some of the juice immediately came out where the pulp comes out. Then that soon thereafter it stops, and now just the pulp is coming out. And as you guys can see, the watermelon juice is literally running like a waterfall out of the Auto10 Plus. So I'm just gonna actually leave the room and let the machine do all the work without me, and that is truly the main benefit of these style hopper juicers, especially with 4 liters. Hopefully I don't overflow my catch carafe, which is about 2 quarts, now that we can juice so much produce at once. Alright, as you guys can see, the Kuvings Auto10 Plus basically ripped through all that watermelon, clearing out the hopper in little over 3 minutes to juice all that watermelon that we filled the hopper up with. Still dripping out here, but I want to show you guys how much we made. This is incredible, guys. We made over 8 cups of juice, a little bit over 8 cups of juice, or over 2,000 milliliters of juice in one fall swoop. This sets a world's record for how much juice a juicer can make without you having to do any work aside from loading it up, walking away, and you come back to literally have a whole pitcher of juice. This would be great for serving at parties. Serve to your friends if you're gonna go on a juice fast. Lots of juicer in less time in the Auto10 Plus. I think we're gonna go ahead and juice the rest of this watermelon off camera. So you guys just saw how the Kuvings Auto10 Plus easily made 2 quarts in literally a little bit over 3 minutes, which is totally amazing. You guys can see we got literally about a gallon of watermelon juice I made so quick in the Auto10 Plus, right? Watermelon is very easy to juice. That's why for this next test, I want to show you guys something definitely harder, right? Watermelon's really soft, but this produce here is a lot harder. We got some nice carrots, organic carrots from Sam's Club, my favorite place to buy them. We got 2 beets, including a red beet and an orange beet that we peeled. Red beet not peeled. In the peel of beets is called geosmin, and it can make the beet taste more earthy. If that bothers you, you may want to peel it. That being said, for nutrition, you should always leave the peel on. We're going to use 1 whole lemon. We're not even going to pre-cut this. We got about a 1-inch piece of ginger uncut, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little 100% green apples. I do encourage you guys, if you guys are juicing apples, to juice the green apples. They tend to be a little bit more tart than sweet. And I didn't really want to pre-cut any of this. I just want to try to stick it in the Kuvings Auto10 to see how it will do. Right? Some of these carrots, because this hopper is getting really tall, we can literally just stack in there, which is completely amazing. They'll fit right in, right? We could toss this whole beet in. That's one of the amazing things about the Kuvings Auto10. I mean, I looked through the instruction manual, and you know, it does recommend some things should be cut smaller. That being said, I always recommend cutting things smaller so you can actually fit more in the hopper at once. That being said, if you're super lazy and don't mind that the machine is going to run a bit extra time to use that stainless steel blade to cut up the produce items so that you don't have to, you guys could, of course, do that as well. And I want to put in a super hard beet to see how it's going to handle the beet and see how this super strong stainless steel blade will just chop up that beet. That being said, I think it might be best to just chop the carrots in half so we could actually better effectively fill up this hopper. Because if we put the carrots in, they tend to get a little bit diagonal and they don't allow things to drop all the way to the bottom, which will then limit your capacity. You could fill it up. But yeah, I'm not even using a knife, just snapping these carrots in half. They go right in. We'll just dump a couple apples in there, a whole piece of ginger, the whole lemon, snap more of these carrots in half, just chunk them on in, and we're gonna basically load up this hopper once again with all these hard vegetables. The beets, guys, are one of the hardest things to juice, as well as carrots. I mean, I've juiced carrots in some hopper juicers. The machine just stops, and to me, that's definitely not cool. So hopefully Kuvings has done their job and provided a strong enough motor, despite the 4-liter hopper stainless steel blade, to get this produce all juiced up. So let's go ahead and shut the lid, turn the machine on. As you guys can hear, it's starting to crunch up those carrots and the beets. Whoa, and the hopper thing popped up. Let's go ahead and push this down. We got it locked in place. Let's see if that happens again. Of course, if you do load up the hopper too much, I suppose that could happen. So let's find out what else happens when we're juicing. That's a really good reason not to load it past max, because what was happening is produce was pushing up on the lid, and then the lid would basically pull up on this, and then this whole top section pulled up. So I'd say word out to Kuvings to improve that. That being said, I did load this too much, which they would say is causing the problem. But as you guys can see, without any problem, this machine is not stopped once. It just powers through those whole beets, the carrots, the apples, the lemon, the ginger. As you guys can see, we're getting a deliciously colored, amazing juice coming right out. And we got the machine literally ripping up this pulp. And let's go ahead and test some of this pulp here. We're going to squeeze this pulp in my hand, and I could barely get a few drips out. I will say this pulp is fairly dry based on what we are juicing today. Of course, your results may vary depending on what you are juicing. Alright, so about half of the hopper has been emptied by the Kuvings Auto10 Plus. So now we're just going to go ahead and once again open the lid. The machine stops, and we're going to go ahead and break up the rest of our carrots in half and dump them in to the machine. Alright, we got the rest of our carrots loaded up. Let's go ahead and shut the lid, and the machine continues to juice. We're going to go ahead and let this run without me. We're going to speed this up for you guys to save you guys some time. Alright, so as you guys can see, the Auto10 Plus juiced all that without stopping even once, which is quite impressive. It's gotten the hopper pretty much all clean. That being said, I will say there is something impaled on the auger. So we're going to go ahead and lift this up and check out what it is. So it looks like some of that lemon peel was impaled on the auger and wasn't able to go down. So we're going to go ahead and free it up. And we're going to go ahead and let it finish juicing. It's very important, guys, if you guys want to bulk juice and store your juices for later, to put something in there like the lemon or limes to give it a little bit of citric acid. Of course, I also recommend you guys vacuum store your juices, which I'll be doing off camera. Link down below to my video on how you can store your juices for up to 7 days using my very techniques. As you guys can see, the Auto10 Plus did a fabulous job juicing these hard items, including beets, carrots, apple, that's the ABC juice, plus lemon, plus ginger, to make another 8 cups, or about 2 quarts, or 2,000 milliliters of juice. Go ahead and pour it out. Look at that nice juice there coming right out. I really love the color of the beets. I encourage you guys to juice primarily vegetables instead of juicing primarily fruits. You know, the vegetables are very important for us. They contain more antioxidants, phytochemicals, carotenoids than the fruits. Also, they have less sugar content, and in general, they're a lot harder to digest. So, you know, carrots are not as easy to digest. That's why they say cook carrots to get better beta carotene absorption. That being said, what they don't tell you is that you could also juice the carrots, break open those cell walls, and then get better beta carotene absorption through the juice as well. So you guys can see literally in no time at all, we created a lot of pulp with the Auto10 Plus, and we created 1.5 gallons of juice without any problem. Now I want to taste test that juice for you. First, we're going to go ahead and try the orange. Yes, that's orange watermelon juice for you. I tasted the fruit earlier. It was quite delish. Wow. That's quite delish too. Next up, let's go ahead and try that ABC plus lemon and ginger juice coming right out. The last juice we just made. This is the juice I would prefer to drink and encourage you guys to drink also. Wow, love the flavor on that. The apples just add a little bit of sweetness. I taste a little bit of the tinge of ginger. But to me, that's a nice mild tasting juice. Super delicious. All made in the cold press, low RPM Auto10 Plus by Kuvings with that 4-liter hopper that definitely saved me time juicing this much juice. I will say that the watermelon is really easy for the juicer to plow through and gets done relatively quickly. And I will say the hard textures had no issues with the Auto10 juicing. That being said, it does take a little bit longer to squeeze out and press out the juice out of hard vegetables such as beets and carrots to make the last 2 quarts. So that's where really the Auto10 Plus saves you lots of time, because you literally load this up and leave for 5-10 minutes, come back, and you better have a nice large pitcher. I would recommend at least minimum 2,000 milliliters, which conveniently the catch cup that comes with the Auto10 Plus, the large one, is 2,000 milliliters. So at the end of this video, juicing everything I've juiced today using the Auto10 Plus for the first time, I gotta give it a big thumbs up and star of approval. I like it a lot more than the original Auto10 because they made the hopper bigger. They also gave it the stainless steel. They gave it pretty much similar performance with less cleaning because you don't have that little pulp flap there anymore. They also give you the larger catch cup as well as the sieve if you don't want the pulp in your juice. And the Auto10 Plus is just a little bit more money than the Auto10, so you'd be silly still to buy the Auto10 in this day and age, which is late 2024. So if you guys are looking to buy the Auto10 Plus or the original Auto10 or any other Kuvings juicer, I want to save you guys 10% off, which on the Kuvings Auto10 Plus is a little bit over $70. You guys want to use a coupon code DJ10 at Kuvings USA. Put the link right down below in the description, as well as that coupon code. Make sure you guys use my coupon code so you guys will save 10% off, and more importantly, get the best discount on the Kuvings juicers at the time you purchase. Also, of course, when you guys use my coupon code instead of others, Kuvings shares with me a small commission so I can continue to make my educational videos for you guys to share with you guys the truth about all the different juicers on the market. And Kuvings is definitely a good brand to work with. If you guys are wondering, how does the Kuvings Auto10 compare to other juicers on the market? All I can tell you at this point is that the Auto10 Plus works pretty much like the Auto10. And I will say that in my comparisons between the Auto10 and the other juicers on the market, the Auto10 literally holds its own ground. And now I'll say with the Auto10 Plus, I will say this juicer rules them all because it has a larger 4-liter hopper that no other juicer can even compete with at this time. So if you guys enjoyed this episode learning about the all-new Auto10 Plus just released by Kuvings, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. More importantly, share this video with other people that are considering a hopper juicer, especially if they want the hopper juicer that has the largest capacity in the entire world. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss my new and upcoming episodes. I'll be coming out every 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up, what new juicer I'll unboxing, what new comparison I'll be doing, so that you guys could buy the best equipment for your specific needs, so you could process more fruits and vegetables into the healthiest creations ever. Make sure you click the little bell so you get notified as many videos come out. And finally, be sure to check out past episodes. Past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 800 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to comparing and contrasting all the different major brand juicers, vacuum blenders, and other appliances that allow you to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables and other plant foods. So with that, my name is John Kohler with discountjuicers.com. Be sure to visit discountjuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.